If you've been through the simple editor, the drag and drop, and the basic editor, and you're looking for a few more tools, we have the advanced editor. Created a blank page here, and we'll click on the ADV or Advanced WYSIWYG Editor link. Click on this, it opens up the advanced editor. It looks almost the same as the basic editor, except it has a few extra features, and some of the features are expanded. In here we can add tables. If you're not familiar with tables, tables break a page up into different sections. So we can set the number of rows. We can do a header row or no header row. We'll do a header row, which will just put a title across the top. We can do a number of columns, and these will be up and down. The rows will be across, and then we'll set a border for that table. We'll just leave it at 1. When you click on Insert Table, it should insert the table. Now we have a table in here, and you'll see it's broken down, and it has the header row where the title's across the top, which you can go in and change, and then sections that we can put content in. You can expand the table just like a picture, so you can increase the size, the length, and width of the table. The spacing will remain the same for each cell. Tables are set up to expand as you put more things in them. So if we go in here and we add a picture, we'll insert a picture. And with the advanced editor, now we can talk about adding images. With the standard editor, you would click on a picture and add it. In the advanced editor, there's a few more options. Click on Browse, and we get the same pictures on our website. We select a picture, and then it'll put the address in here of the picture. You can create an alternate text, and we'll just call this one Fishing. You can set a border. You can put a border around the picture, a margin, and you can set the default alignment of the picture. We won't talk about what those things are. If you're using the advanced editor, you're going to have to learn what they are, or just leave them at the defaults. Click on Insert Image, and it'll put an image into that cell. We can resize the image just like in the other editors, and you'll see the cells expand to fit the content. And as you work with tables, you'll learn about different cell spacing and sizing and making things fit better. We're going to go ahead and copy this picture and paste it into each cell, and you'll see this is how you can get a page with pictures and descriptions. If we want to put pictures down here, so now we have a page that has all these pictures. You can also delete rows or add rows. So if we click into this row, you'll see all the table tools here. And with the table tools, you can add a row above, add a row below, which we want to do. We'll add another row, and then if we go down, we'll see that we have more sections down here to add content. You can also delete the row by clicking here on the little X button and delete it, and there's also an option up here to delete the row from here. As long as you're clicked in that row, it'll delete it. We can also do the same thing with columns, add columns before and after. If we're clicked in here, we want to add a column before, it'll add another column in here where you can add more content. If you're clicked in there, you can also delete the column using this tool, or as I said, using this little X on the sections, which will delete those columns or rows. So now we have a table here that has 9 pictures. If we save the page, you'll see the pictures, but you also see this border. If we change that border, we have to go into the HTML and then look for the table border. Right now it's set as 1. Change that to a 0. Do the normal view, and now you can see these pictures are all set up without any border. It's a little bit harder to work with a table when you can't see the border, so I recommend leaving it set at 1 while you're working on it in the editor, and then when you're finished. You can also create a table inside the table or a table cell. Use this little table inside a table. Click in here, same thing. We can do columns and headers. We'll remove the header row. Let's say we only want to do 2 rows and 2 columns, which will give us 4 sections, and we'll insert the table. Again, you can change the sizes, or you can just insert the pictures which will expand the table. We're just going to copy this one. There's no reason to get fancy with the pages. We're just trying to show you how to do it. We'll do one there. Copy that at that size. And I want to expand that out to the full size. So now we have 4 pictures in here and these pictures. And again, you can go into the HTML by clicking on the HTML link and changing the borders to 0. If you do a find, you can also find the table tags. And here we find the second table tag, and we can change that to 0. Go to normal page view, and now you'll see we have the titles in here, which you can change. If you want to say picture number 1, you can obviously change the fonts and do all the things that you want with the regular editor. You still have all the same tools you have with the regular editor, but you have the advanced tools. And now you see you have a page with all these pictures next to each other. So if you ever want to put pictures next to pictures or text next to pictures, you can do it with the drag and drop editor, or you can do it using tables in any of the WYSIWYG editors. And this editor does support the tables and has the tools for adding those tables. Let's also talk about adding a link. Let's say we want this to be we'll change the text here to sample pictures, and we want to link that to our sample pictures page. You click on the chain link as the same with the other editors. This gives you a few more options. We have to enter the address. We can browse through our content. Here's a list of the pages. Let's say we want to link it to our photo gallery. Click on photo gallery and it'll link to the photo gallery. This is useful if you want to find content in your multimedia. You can go into multimedia, and if you have files, PDF files or document files that you want to link to without knowing the addresses, this is a good way to do it. You can also link to larger pictures. So if you want to link to the full-size picture, click on that and it'll link directly to the picture. You can also do a mail to link by using the mail to. We have the option of opening in a new window. This will set a target so that when you click on it, it opens a new browser window or a new browser tab, which you would have to do normally in the HTML. And in here, all you have to do is click that to open that. Once you have that, click OK, and you'll see that that is now linked to the page that we selected. You could type in the address manually the same as you do with the basic editor, or you can select it from your options. Those are the primary differences in the editor. This has a few more details added to each tool, and it also has the table support. You can do more research on Google or Yahoo or Bing and learn more about building tables with HTML and the HTML source code, and then apply it using this editor.